That was a heck of a kick. Really, I told my snapper, Ben Reeder, and I said, Ben, if they call timeout, you better snap that thing. I said, snap it and I'll kick it. I don't care if it's, I don't even care. I said, snap it, and, he listened. And unbelievable snap and hold and everything. And that was just a great win for the Tops.
A lot of wind on that kick.
Yeah, I guess there was. I just knew it went in. That's the only thing that matters. No, actually, I watched their kicker miss that one, and he missed it left, and I saw that wind push it left, and I was like, all right, well, I'm going to get my shot, and I was like, I got to start it outside the upright, because I knew that wind was a crosswind, and sure enough, I had enough on it, and got hung up in the wind, actually, and then it kind of came back to me, and my holder and my snapper, they literally my holder was like, come back, and it came back, and it was an unbelievable hold by Jake Collins, and unbelievable snap by Ben Reeder, and my line was unbelievable.
Where did it off around the game?
Yeah, I did. It's something that I didn't really plan. I just kind of did, and you as kickers, you always have that vision of, I'm going to kick game winner one day. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to do it. And actually, it's like that GIF on Twitter, the Michigan State kicker doing the windmill. And I was like, I'll do that. It looks kind of cool. And then he slid, and I was like, I got a slot too. So I did that, and that was pretty cool. And I'll tell you what, I've never been on the bottom of a dog pile before. That sounded like an eternity down there, man. I was like, all right, are they ever going to get off of me? But no, it was awesome. I live for these moments, and it was awesome. Good team win.
Like your last year at the house, a great report. Walk us through, how memorable this game is, and overall how confident it feels like playing.
Oh yeah, I was telling my teammates all week, these past 3 years, obviously 2 playing, it's just been, I've had the time of my life, and it's 100% the guys I've had around me. This senior class came in, I didn't have that 2 years prior of bonding and memories with them. They kind of took me into the family and treated me like they've known me for years, and that's just kind of a testament to this community and this athletic family. They've treated me with unbelievable just love, and even my family, whenever they come in on game days in town, they're always treated very nicely, and just I'm proud. I'm really happy I was able to go out there today and on a personal level just kind of thank the fans with my play. I was a transfer here coming in, replacing one heck of a quarterback in Brandon Dowdy, and it would be very easy for them to kind of compare me to them, and they treated me as my quarterback of myself, as my own player, and just I've had an unbelievable 2 years here, and I'm so happy we get to get another one with these guys. Yeah, it's awesome. I texted Brent when he came back from his injury, and I told him, I know anytime you see a good quarterback go down for a bunch of games, you don't like that. As for a position, you like when you see a good guy who's obviously good at what he does, but obviously also a good human. I met him down in Dallas for the Conference USA Media Days, and we got to talk, and you could tell he was in it for the right reasons, kind of like I am. He just loves being around his guys. So I texted him when he came back first. I think it was, I don't know if it was Charlotte or someone. I texted him and I said, hey man, glad to see you out there. Hopefully I get to play against you when you come to town. And I got to talk to him after the game, and lately these battles with him has kind of put some gray hairs on my head, so I won't miss that too much. But I know, kind of like Nuss said, it's a great team win. Oh, that was awesome. It was cool. I mean, that's what you live for. You live for that moment in the locker room when you can celebrate with your guys and just kind of go nuts. I mean, we had Coach Stallworth was dancing, DeAndre Furby was dancing. I mean, I might have even saw a couple linemen in there dancing. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, so they told me something like 14 straight completions, and I told them, I go, well, that's kind of how you draw it up. You don't really plan for incompletions. So, no, I mean, that's just 100% receivers. All I do is throw. They catch it, they run their routes, they get open. Our O-line blocks, and that's 100% the product around me. I just do the last job of delivering the ball. So, I mean, I love the fact that someone said we had 3 receivers over 100 yards. That's awesome. Whenever you can get that many guys involved, it makes it so much harder for a defense to prepare for you and defend against you. So whenever we can get all the guys involved, that's what I love the most. Oh, I promise you, next game I'm on the field, I promise you I'll know where number 1 is and where he's going to be. That's just kind of the player he is and how he's carried himself this season. And we're joking around in practice the week preparing for middle. It's like, listen, man, we might need you to have like something like 10 catches. He's like, watch me get more. I was like, all right. That's kind of a lot, but all right. And then he came up to me in the overtime. He's like, yeah, 14 catches. How do you think about that? And I go, listen, anytime we can get the ball in your hands, it's good. You make me look good. But, no, it's just I'm going to miss that camaraderie and just that little stuff I'm really going to miss.
Mike, I think you had 28 completions to seniors. How was it on your senior night? You guys are the ones that kind of send you out on top.
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, like I said earlier, this senior class, obviously, they've done a lot of winning. They've done a lot of winning on the Hill, a lot more winning than I've ever been a part of before I got here. So they kind of taught me how to go about their business and how to be a winner, and they showed it today. You know, they know how to perform when the going gets tough and when they need a big play, and it showed today.
Like I asked Coach about what he said to Lucky after that big catch. So first I'll ask you what you said to him, but second, is that kind of a play that's kind of been waiting all season?
Yeah, I feel like we've been inches away from that every time we try. You know, maybe a bad pass one time and then a drop pass another, or we get it open, then we get some pressure and we got to check it down. So for that to finally hit, let alone 90-something yards, I think, like you said, it was a long time coming. But I told him after, I was like, man, I'm just so proud of you. You know, he's battled a lot of adversity. You know, he hasn't been getting the most playing time lately just because we've had some guys who are hot and on a roll. So he came in there, he had his moment, and it was huge for this team. And that's kind of just what I told him on the sideline after he was done getting bombarded by everybody on our team. Thanks, guys.